What's up, Lincoln School? Ready for workout video number 6. I got my favorite golf hat on today. Hopefully you enjoyed the last 5 videos. I know video number 5 at the end, I put in a game. So if you didn't watch workout video number 5, you might want to go back, check that out because there's a pretty cool game at the end. So I like putting these games in. It's just difficult to do because I'm not exactly sure what kind of equipment everybody has at their house. Just because you may have something doesn't mean somebody else has the same thing. So I'm trying to keep it to household items that probably everybody has, and I'll try to think of some new games so that we can do those at the end of almost every workout. All right. Workout number 6. I got my water bottle ready to go. All right, so let's all stand up. We're going to start off with high knees. Remember setting that spot for where you want your knees to get up to, right by your stomach. So get those up. We'll do these for about 30 seconds. $15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Okay, get right into neck rolls. Right, not too fast. Keep it going one way. Not too fast. Don't want to hurt yourself. Stop. Now go the other way. Feel a nice, good, relaxing movement in your neck. Remember, these are called dynamic stretches, right? Stretches where we're moving our body, loosening our body up, and getting warm, getting our heart rate up for our muscle training. So stop with the neck rolls, relax for a minute, have a drink. Remember, this is probably my maybe second water bottle of the day. I should say this is my third. I've already had 2. So like I said earlier in one of the other videos, make sure that you've had enough to drink before you do these workouts, okay? At least 2 bottles of water, maybe more, probably more. You want to be hydrated when you do these. If you start to feel dizzy at any time, if you start to not feel good doing these workouts, stop. Okay, stop, relax. Maybe come back to it tomorrow. Don't even worry about it. Just send me a message, okay, saying that you didn't feel good. No worries at all, okay? I want to make sure that you all know. Stay hydrated. It's very, very important. All right, next activity here. All right, next dynamic stretch is called ski jumps. I call them ski jumps. You might call them something different. But these are a little tricky. So let me move my camera down. What I want to do, I'm shoulder width apart, and I want to move my right leg out and jump across and have my left leg up in the air. See that? And then jump back and do the same thing. This is a really good workout for balance. Okay? Just jumping across like that, trying to land on one foot, and get your body low. Bend that knee. You don't want to be too straight. Bend that knee, feel it in your leg, right? Feel that pressure in your leg. Jump across. See how my arms are coming across my body too? Kind of helps with the balance. So that's what I really want to do. Try to do about 50, it's like 12 of these. And if you want to start going a little faster, just make sure you're in a really safe area here. Okay? This is a really good workout, really good stretch. Once you've done 12, you can relax. And if you need a drink, you can take one. I like ski jumps a lot. Really good for balance. All right. Moving into arm circles now. Relax a little bit for now. You get some arm circles, right? Small arm circles forward. Okay. Get a little bigger. Remember, don't go fast. You don't want to go fast. Just because you're going fast doesn't mean you're doing a better stretch. It's almost better when you go slow. Okay, nice all the way around. and relax. Take a couple deep breaths. If you're starting to struggle a little bit, take a break, pause it. Remember, hands over our head, in through our nose, smelling the flower, out through our mouth, like we're blowing out the candle. Arms out. Let's go backwards now, right behind us. So you're backwards, you're going behind your head like this, okay? Get a little bit bigger. And all the way around, big circles. Good. And relax. Good. Trying to loosen up our shoulders. One of my favorite workouts again today. You probably guessed it. Push-ups. Exactly. All right. This last dynamic stretch is going to be a stretch that incorporates or we try to put in a skill. Okay. And this skill is going to be kicking. So we play soccer at school. You might play for the Rockaway Rowdies or for another team. You might play soccer. So really important skill to know. We play a lot of kickball too when we get back to school and back at Lincoln. We play a lot of kickball. So this skill will really help you at those sports. And it's just important to know, kind of important to get a leg up on somebody else. No pun intended there, but get a little leg up on somebody else with being a good kicker, okay? So when you want to kick, we're going to start with just our feet shoulder width apart. Okay, so you could call these leg kicks, okay? That's our dynamic stretch, leg kicks. We're not going to be kicking anything, no soccer ball or anything, but we're just going to be doing that motion, trying to learn that skill, okay? So I want to be shoulder width apart, right? And the main thing, I see a lot of people making mistakes when we get back to school. They don't step before they kick. They just want to kick their leg out. And you're not going to get any power doing that. That means you're not going to kick the ball far. We all know how cool it is to kick the ball far, right? But you're not going to be able to kick it that far if you don't step forward and bring what I like to call momentum. So say that out loud. Momentum. Momentum. Okay? That momentum is our body coming forward, bringing our leg forward, and being able to hit the ball or kick the ball with more speed, more momentum, causing it to go further. So there's a lot of science to what we do when we work out, a lot of science. So if you like science, it's really cool that when we work out, there's a lot of science that goes into it, okay? Our body is almost like one big science project. So feet apart, and I'm a righty. My right leg, so my right leg over here, it might look different to you because I'm filming from my webcam, but my righty, I know I'm a righty. And I know, I'm 31, so I know that my right leg is my dominant leg. I've been kicking for so many years. For you guys, if you're 5, 6, 7, 8, you might not exactly know what your dominant leg is or what leg you might kick further with. So my suggestion would be, and we'll figure that out once we get back to school, whatever that is. But we'll figure that out. What was I saying? This is what happens when you turn 31. You forget what you're saying. But so if you forget what leg you kick with, just try both, okay? And then try kicking a ball if you have one, or even, when we played soft basketball on video 5, try just kicking one of those balls, and you'll kind of be able to tell which leg is better at kicking the ball further, okay? So for me, it's my right, but we're going to work on both today. So legs are shoulder width apart. I step with my left, and I kick my right up in the air. Step left, kick up. Step left, kick up. And this is all we're doing. This is our dynamic stretch, but we're learning a little bit of a skill here too. Step, kick, that's 5. We're going to do 10 each side. Step, kick. Try to get that leg up there too. Step, kick. Feet toe width apart, right? Step, kick. So if a ball was coming towards me, let's say in kickball, I would step and then kick it with the foot that's in the back and come up. Remember, that's that momentum. 9, step, kick, and 10. Good. Now we're going to change legs. Right? And kick with the left, step with the right, kick with the left, step with the right, kick with the left, step with the right, kick with the left. 5, 6, 7. It's important to come back to that position too, right? Come back to the position, step and kick. Don't do it too fast. Okay? Just because you want to do these fast doesn't make it better, right? Okay, once you get to 10, you can relax. Important to do that with both legs, especially you soccer players out there. You know, it seems like you're always trying to sometimes using both feet, right? Kicking the ball with your left foot. You know, even if you're strong with your right leg, stronger with your right foot, there's times in a soccer game where you have such an advantage if you can kick with both feet, if you can kick good with both feet, right? Such a big advantage there, okay? All right, dynamic stretching done. Did a lot of talking there. Sorry about that. But let's get to our push-ups, okay? So remember, push-ups, if you need to do them on your knees, do them on your knees. Try to get that nose down to the ground, right? Our elbows are in tight. We're not flaring them out. We're keeping them in tight and up. If you're having trouble just doing a regular push-up, but the knee push-ups are too easy for you, get into your stance, right? Flat back, flat body, and do your shoulder touches. Remember, don't rock. Try to do about 20 of them. That's 10 on each arm, okay? And if you're able to do push-ups, even if you're able to do one push-up, do that push-up, then maybe do some shoulder touches. You know, do 18, 15 shoulder touches, something along those lines, because you want to build yourself up to do as many push-ups as you can. I'm going to do 10. If you can do more than 10, do more than 10. That's fine. You know, do 15, do 20. If that's easy, do 25. You know, you're not going to get hurt doing these push-ups if you're doing them the right way. This is a body weight exercise. So the only weight on you is what is on your body, okay? So I'm going to get down and do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. Take a sip of water. Remember, the goal is to, in push-ups, if you want to get stronger and build yourself up, let's say you can only do 2 push-ups. Do them, right? Try to get a third, keeping that same form, okay? And then go to shoulder touches. You'll be building up strength like that, okay? One thing I forgot to say earlier, and I wanted to say this earlier before we did push-ups. I talk about breathing a lot, and you'll hear that in class when we get back, how important breathing is, these techniques of breathing when you're working out. So when you go down on your push-up, right, you're down, on your way back up, I want you to breathe out like you were blowing a candle out, just like we do when we talk about our breathing to recover, right? In through the nose, out through the mouth. That blowing out the candle, that breath will actually help get you up. So if you could hear me here, I want to come down and then almost like you're blowing yourself up off the ground, okay? That might help you. It should help you. All right, once you're done with those, we're going to get right into sit-ups, okay? I don't have anybody here to hold my feet, so I put them under my couch. Hope I don't get anything dirty and get yelled at later. But remember, down all the way up. Remember, if you can't get all the way up, get as much, as far up as you can, okay? So if it's to here, that's okay. We're going to do 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Again, if that was too easy for you, Move on. Keep doing more. Do 20. Okay? Don't do too many because we're going to do planks next. So it's that same area, our core, right? Planks is similar to push-ups, that position. So I like doing it on the same day because in our mind we have that push-up technique and that flat body of the form. So I like doing planks because we have that in our head, that we already have good form with our push-ups, and we want to keep that with our planks. So if you're ready to move on to planks, you're going to be in a push-up position, and you're going to get down on your forearms, okay? I want you to tighten up your abdominal muscles. Those are your muscles in your core here, okay? Remember, our core wraps around. So your abdominal muscles, I want you to make them nice and tight, okay? Tight so that you can feel them. Okay, not just like you'll be able to tell the difference if you pat your stomach when it's not flexed or when it is flexed. Almost like a little different sound. Okay, so get down to your push-up position and then drop to your forearms, right where your elbows, and you're going to hold that position, and we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. Ready? Go. Remember, try to tighten your core. Remember to breathe. Very important to breathe. Core is tight. We're taking good deep breaths, right? Not too deep, but we're still breathing. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Nice. Good job, guys. We're working out really good today. Getting some really good workouts in. Take a break. Maybe wipe your sweat if you need to. Take a sip of water. Okay. 3 great workouts right there. Next up, we're going to do squats. So if there's ever a day where you want to get some extra work in, push-ups, sit-ups, squats. 3 great workouts that you can do pretty quickly. 10, 15-minute workouts, push-ups, squats, and sit-ups. And you can do them quick, and you can do them on off days too, okay? If you're sore, if you're feeling that soreness in your shoulders or in your abdominal muscles or even in your legs when you do squats, take the next day off, okay? You might feel that way just because your muscles haven't really been training like this in a long time or working out like this. We haven't been back in gym class. So take the day, relax. Don't worry. It shouldn't be an injury. If it keeps hurting after a few days, maybe 2, 3 days, 4 days, if it still hurts, then you should go to a doctor and get it checked out. So just be careful. Know your body. Tell your grown-ups. Every time something is bothering you, you don't want to let that linger or let that stick around, that pain. Okay. All right. So squats, right? We're up. Remember, our trick for squats is we're trying to get as low as possible without our knees crossing in front of our toes. So that's a no-go. We want to come right back down and up. Okay? Let's do 20 of these today. 3, 4, 5. Try to get low. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Awesome. Remember, if you're having trouble doing those, you can move over to the couch. Just sit down on the couch, come back up, okay? You don't want your couch to be too high. Kind of want to get to a couch where, it's somewhat lower, okay? I don't think any of you have, such low couches that it'll be lower than the squats we were doing. But if you need to, take a sip of water, and we're going to get into vertical jumps. Remember, I like these jumps after we do squats. Kind of gets our muscles back, almost going the other, keep them going up. We're pushing them up with the squats. Now we're getting even higher with the vertical jumps. So if you want to do squat jumps, that's where you got really low and then jumped up. You could do that. For me, I'm just going to do vertical jumps where I bend my knees just a little bit and jump up as high as I can. Okay, you want to try to do about 10 of these, trying to get as high as possible. Remember, we're not going fast. Going fast when you work out could be bad because you're not really keeping your form and you're moving your muscles too quickly. So you want to just go up, come back down, set yourself. Up, come back down, set yourself. 3, right, we're doing 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Once you're done with those, you can relax. And we're going to get into our static stretching. Okay? My favorite static stretch is the sit and reach, right? You'll hear me say that word a lot, static. Static meaning still. So our stretching while we're very still, we're reaching out and we're getting the muscles to elongate or be longer, okay? So we want to be down, legs are flat on the ground, reach out for your toes. One main thing I see that a lot of people do wrong in gym class is they just want to touch their toes. And that is not the goal of this stretch, okay? The goal is to just get a stretch. So if you're feeling a stretch, a good one, and you're only right here, that's fine. But you're not going to feel that stretch if your knees are bent and you're like this. That's nothing. You want those legs flat down, flat on the ground, reaching out. If you can touch your toes, great, because that allows you to pull yourself even further. So do that. Make sure you breathe. Try to hold it for about 12 seconds. Right? So our main thing is not bending our knees there, okay? And relax. Next up is butterfly. Again, you'll see me do these static stretches a lot. And I know, probably towards the end of these workouts, you're thinking, oh, geez, it was time for sit and reach, time for butterfly. Again, this is boring. It could be definitely boring for you, and that's okay, though, because you really want to just be able to stretch and relax and rest your muscles after a nice long workout or a nice hard workout that we just did. So remember, feet together, right? Using my elbows to push down on my knees and feeling that stretch on the inside part of my legs. Hold that for 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, now we're going to stretch our shoulders because we did our push-ups today, so we want to get our shoulder stretches in. So, remember our arms are across our chest. Our other arm comes up. Remember, if you were thinking math, this is a perpendicular, means that our lines, right, our arm, pretend our one arm, my watch arm, I'll call it, is going up and down vertical, right, up and down vertical. And my other arm that I'm stretching is going horizontal. So horizontal is side to side. And if you want to say those words, horizontal, that's side to side, like arm here, or vertical, which you can think of vertical jumps. Kind of tie that together. That's up and down, right? So my watch arm is up and down. My stretch arm is horizontal, forming a perpendicular line, right? A little perpendicular crossing. And I'm stretching this shoulder right here, pulling it close, right? If I have to, you don't want it to be, you want to pull it close, okay? Hold that for 12 and relax. You can even do this going up. If you're going to do it going up, you can do both stretches. So go across and then go up higher and then bring it across, okay? Hold that for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. Now we're going to switch arms. Okay? See how my arm has changed now? My watch arm is now the horizontal, and my other arm is the vertical. Okay, I'm pulling it towards me. Hold that for 12. Once you're done holding that for 12, you could again go up and pull. Okay? A little bit of a different stretch. Helps work the entire shoulder. Okay, once you hold that for 10, 12 seconds, then you can relax. Shake it out, take a sip of water, just kind of rest for a second. So we're getting closer for those that are coming back to school. We're getting closer to the return of being back to school. So I'll be able to help you, if you're in school, be able to kind of see what you're doing. And if you're not, if you're going to still stick at home, please hop into those Google Meets and say, hey, Mr. Jones, I'm having a trouble with my squats. Are these good? What can I do to make them better? Or, hey, I'm doing push-ups, but, I feel like I'm not doing them the right way, and I've only been able to get one push-up for the past, 2 weeks, 3-4 weeks. What can I do to get better? What can I do to get stronger? Hop into the Google Meets and ask me these questions, please. I'd love to help you. So just want to get that out there that, I'd like to see you guys working out. It gives me a better idea of what I can do to teach you, and it also gives me a better idea of how right now I am teaching you, if you're learning the right way. It's hard to tell computer to computer, but pop it on the Meets definitely, and I'll try to help you as much as possible. All right, next stretch for our shoulder. Remember, we do this a lot. It's like we have a backpack on, and we're reaching into our backpack with our one hand, and we can't get what we're trying to reach for, so we need our other hand to grab our elbow and push it down to help get a good reach. Okay, hold that for about 10 seconds. Okay? Another good workout today, guys. If you're sticking with me in these videos, you're probably having some really good workouts. All right, change arms now. Reach back. Can't reach it. Use your other hand to help press it down. Okay? You should feel a little bit of tightness in that shoulder. That means that you're getting a good stretch. Okay? A lot of times, students tell me, especially when we do the sit and reach. So hold that for 10. Once you're done, relax. Especially when we do the sit and reach, a lot of people will say, "Oh my God, Mr. Jones, this hurts. It hurts," and they think that they're getting almost like they're getting injured. And there's a difference between it hurting and you being injured. Okay. Those stretches, sometimes they hurt, but it's your muscles stretching, and that will actually prevent those injuries. So an injury is something that you have to have your body let it heal for, right? Being hurt is a little different in terms of when we work out. So for stretching, it might hurt a little bit like you think, but that's actually preventing injuries from happening, getting those muscles to stretch a little bit, okay? Last exercise today will be a calf stretch. Get our calf really worked out from our squats and our vertical jumps. So I'm against the wall, right? And I'm pressing my hands up against the wall, and my back foot, which is my right foot, is on its toe, and I'm just pressing it against the ground. And you should feel a stretch right back here, right in your calf. Okay? Once you do that for 10 seconds, switch and go to the other calf, the other leg. Okay, hold that for 10 seconds. And then relax. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me on workout video number 6. I hope you guys are learning a lot. And please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'd love to know what you guys think of the videos. And I also would love to know any questions or any issues that you might be having. All right, everybody have a great day.